I'm not going to nitpick and pick and choose what to obey him in. I'm not going to keep questioning like you sisters and brothers are doing about them crazy dreadlocks. I had a person today ask me about dreadlocks. They're haram. I've given you the dalil. There, you got the proof. You people have to submit. 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 And you better hope you don't die with them dreads in your hair. Somebody just did a funeral, janazah. One of the sisters told me, the sisters here in America, I think she said, I forgot what community. But anyway, she sent me a text message. Some sister died and they did her washed her body. She said, Sister Layla, you speak the truth. She said, we had to wash this sister's body. She had dreads. She said, her scalp. She said that the scalp was white with crusted. She said it was ridiculous. She said we had to cut them nasty things out of her head. And we tried to wash her scalp clean of that filth that was in it. She said, Sister Layla, you are right. Them things are nasty. Yes, you can't comb your hair. You can't get to the scalp. I don't care how much you scratch. You got to dig and get that nasty, crusty stuff out. And she said the smell was horrible. As they scratched the crap out, the smell hit them. She said Lailanasheeba was talking about this. I'm not sitting here lying to y'all. I know my deen, guys. I don't know how to cook. Let me talk about me for a second. My best friend is Latifa. She'll tell you, Layla cannot cook. And I like to cook. It's become a hobby. I'll get there and try to experiment with HGTV cooking shows. Nothing comes out right. But I can't cook. Don't ask me about sewing. My mother had me take sewing classes when I was a kid. Home economics. I can't sew, can't make nothing. I can't even stitch up a pair of pants. I'll just go buy a new pair. I don't know nothing about sewing. I don't know nothing about cooking. Don't ask me about birthing babies. I only had one child in my life. Lord, I almost died with her. Y'all know I'm a hypochondriac. I couldn't even breastfeed. Hello, Latifa will tell you. Latifa and my other best friend Aisha had to drive 3 times a day to help me breastfeed my baby. I don't know nothing about breastfeeding, nothing about raising no birthing no babies. But I do know my religion. That's what I do know. This is what I do best. Do y'all think I'm going to sit here and talk just to talk? I love Allah. I love the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I love the companions. And I love me. I'm trying to save me from hell. I'm not sitting here telling y'all stuff because I'm trying to get hits. I'm telling y'all stuff because I fear Allah. And I want you to too. When I tell y'all them dreadlocks are haram, I've given you evidence. I've given you the clear verses. But you don't want to accept it. You can't submit. So you end up like this sister whose body they had to wash. And they say, Layla, it was horrific. And she was a good sister. She loved her dreadlocks. She used to take care of hers too. There's no such thing as taking care of hair that you don't take care of. Unless you comb it, like the Prophet Muhammad said, unless you oil your scalp and hair, and unless you comb it through, you ain't combing through a dreadlock. And unless you brush it, and unless you clean it, that's not taking care of it. You sisters have to take them things loose, like the Prophet told the man at the mosque who had knots. He said, you got to take that stuff out and comb through it. You ain't combing through a dreadlock. You letting it just filth up. And you sisters are going to answer to Allah for that. Y'all are going to answer because I gave y'all the clear proof. And then when you getting washed, your body getting washed when you dead, the other sisters around have to put a mask on because the smell when they scratched that crap up was so bad. And this stuff just she said it was like wax, just cracked up. It's nasty. It's filthy. Y'all better cut that crap out and do like the prophet said, comb, brush, oil, and comb through it. Like he told that man, comb through that stuff. Comb through it. You're not combing through a dreadlock. You just combing around it. People, y'all better get it together. Wear French braids. What's wrong with braids? Braids are beautiful and clean. All right. So we have to submit. That's what Muslim mean. When I say I am a Muslim, I am saying that I am a person who submits to my Lord. When I say my religion is Islam, I am saying I am upon total submission to my Lord. I I do whatever he tells me to do. I don't question him. All I say is, oh Allah, I hear and I obey. I'm at your service, my Lord. You said it's haram. I saw the evidence. I saw the clear evidence. The prophet said, comb through it. Oil it. Clean it. The prophet said, don't let your hair knot up like the jinn. The prophet said, there's a tree. Here's another dalil, Bukhari. There's a tree that grows from the pit of hell called the Zakum tree. Its fruit is like the heads of jinn, knotted up, knotted up. They don't comb through it. You people stop walking around looking like shaitans, like jinn. Do the opposite. Do the opposite of the jinn. Stop doing that with your hair. You look like Medusa. You look like the Zakum tree that grows out of hell. That's what the prophet said. Dreads ain't new. That stuff's been around since Allah made Adam and Eve. It's a sign of triflingness. The Vikings used to let their hair knot up too. They didn't want to comb their hair either. They were lazy and trifling. The Arabs would let their hair knot up. Lazy, trifling. Lazy people do that. Allah hates ugliness. He hates laziness. He hates triflingness. He loves beauty. Make yourself beautiful for your Lord, sisters. I make sure I look nice every day. I don't have a husband. I ain't doing it for a man. I do it for my Lord. So if I drop dead right now and Latifah got to come to my house with Mukhtar's wife and daughters and his mother to clean my body, they can say Layla went out beautifully. Beautifully. And they take off my hijab. Oh, her hair, her scalp, clean, beautiful. Y'all need to start thinking about death. While you sitting there kissing them nasty, filthy dreads. All right. Okay. I think I broke it down. I don't know what's up with y'all in these locks. And by the way, we got Caucasians. Did y'all see the new one? Caucasians wearing them too. They trifling too. We got some trifling Caucasians letting their hair knot up too. Just nasty. Trifling. All right. So let's do what Allah said.